Hundreds of times a year, the Special Investigations Unit, or SIU, jumps into action.
The Special Investigations Unit is now looking into a crash.
The SIU has confirmed that 2 officers discharged their weapons.
It's a civilian law enforcement agency, also referred to as Ontario's police watchdog.
This needs immediate action now.
Instead of trying to help, it took you 8 seconds to just shoot him.
The big difference is that their potential suspects are officers from 47 Ontario police services.
Actually, in law, the director cannot be a former police officer. There would be concern about bias.
And yet that concern of bias still remains with the SIU because while the director can't be a former police officer, many of the investigators are former police officers. Then you have a situation where you have officers investigating other officers.
Well, yeah, it's a problem. I agree. But you cannot sort of screw up these prosecutions, for want of a better word. Frankly, the pool of individuals who have the best background in the area of homicide investigations are former police officers. Over time, it's becoming more civilian. I mean, when it first started, I think it was completely police.
Most recent stats show of the 16 lead investigators, 10 have no Ontario policing experience. And of the SIU's total workforce, half are ex-police.
My daughter ended up dead, so I don't understand.
A death, a serious injury, an allegation of sexual assault, or even the discharge of a firearm at a person all invoke SIU investigations. During any SIU case, there's a subject officer, the one who pulls the trigger, for example, and witness officers, those who see or have knowledge of it.
The subject officers do not have to turn over the notes to the SIU, and they do not have to give a statement.
A criminologist at U of T was saying as a result of not having the subject officer have to give a statement, there's far too often situations in these sorts of SIU cases where there's not enough evidence and therefore there's no charges that come through. What do you think of that comment?
Everybody in our society, police officers included, have charter rights. And one of the charter rights is to not give evidence against yourself. If they were forced to give a statement, I can't imagine any court of law in Canada allowing that statement to be admissible.
In 2023-24, 551 SIU cases were opened. 48 of them involved deaths, many probing the officer's use of force. As soon as the SIU mandate is invoked, everything goes quiet. Why is that? Why is there so much secrecy around SIU investigation?
What was happening in the early 90s when the SIU was invoking their mandate was the police were sort of doing a parallel investigation and either leaking or giving information to the press, trying to justify the police actions, which is the reason why they changed the section. And what they were doing was saying, look, the police cannot do a front-end load on this because you're trying to control the public perception of this investigation.